Just when you thought it was all quiet on the Dallas Cowboys front, as we prepare to go to Oxnard, California for training camp, a blip on the radar screen, a massive blip on the radar screen contractually. I'm Mike Fisher, reporting for the Fish Report and CowboysSI.com at Sports Illustrated, and we've got ourselves a contractual problem. Zack Martin is of the view that he is woefully underpaid relative to the market, and he is threatening to sit out the start of training camp in Oxnard. Zack Martin, of course, has seen it all over the course of his decade in the NFL and done it all, except for one thing, except for the Super Bowl. He's done everything else. And what does he want to see now? New contract that repairs that status. As a guy who makes about $7 million less a year than the top guards. Top couple guards make around $20 million a year. ESPN, first to break this story, quoting Martin, it seems, with the woefully underpaid wording. This comes along with the suggestion that the six-time All-Pro might sit out the beginning of camp in protest, and that can go on and on and on until the Joneses craft their response, whether it's a public response or whether it's come on in and let's talk response to the star. And of course, the Cowboys have a full plate in that regard contractually. The report states that the team's lack of interest in restructuring Martin's contract is an issue, meaning Zack Martin's side has already broached this with the Joneses, and the Joneses haven't responded in a way that Martin is pleased by. As it stands, Zack Martin is scheduled to make $3.5 million this year, about $7 million less than Chris Lindstrom in Atlanta, Quentin Nelson in Atlanta, those guys, Indianapolis. Those guys are about $20 million a year guys. That number does not fully take into consideration the fact that Martin already pocketed $40 million in cash from his previous extension, the standout having signed a 6-year deal, $84 million with the Cowboys in June of 2018. But as we see with contracts now, quarterbacks and otherwise, Martin can certainly argue that that was then and this is now, especially as it relates to those top paid guards. Future Hall of Famer has allowed just 9 sacks in his career and just 22 quarterback hits in his career. He is also, of course, a plow when it comes to the running game, as good as it gets. Larry Allen-esque. In fact, there's only 2 guards that have ever gotten a 99 from Madden, if you value such things. Larry Allen was the last one. Today it's announced that Zack Martin is the other one. Cowboys have plans on the offensive line. Tyron Smith, Tyler Smith, Terrence Steele, Tyler Biadasz, and Zack Martin, the best of them all. This unit trying to take a step forward with Martin leading the charge. But before that concept moves forward, Martin would like a visit with the Joneses, who again are juggling contract negotiations as we speak with Dak Prescott and others. And suddenly, the Cowboys now have an even busier week. In Frisco with the Cowboys, Fish out.